I'm honored to be here and speaking in front of you today. My hope is to be an example and help people see that learning disabilities don't hinder ability or success. Rather, they just help you achieve it in a different way. I was an undiagnosed dyslexic until the end of 9th grade. I was called average and lazy by many of my teachers, and I even considered dropping out of school. My learning difference was often dyslexia moment. My learning difference was often masked by many coping mechanisms that I developed early on. I worked for hours developing my own handwriting style that was legible for me and my teachers to read. This handwriting also makes it easier for me to read out loud, like I have in my speech today. And I would occasionally fake a cough or clear my throat to disguise my frequent pauses when I was reading out loud. This made it hard for my teachers to notice and spot my dyslexia. However, I loved to learn, and giving up wasn't an option for me, even though I almost didn't graduate from 8th grade. I applied to an all-honors college preparatory academy high school in the hope that it would give me an opportunity to show my knowledge, and being around these smart and driven students would help me strive to do better, because I still believed that my failure was an intelligence issue and not a learning disability. I was accepted through the lottery system and was excited for my fresh start. Sadly, the outcome I received was not the outcome I was hoping for. My teachers couldn't understand how I could be so smart and still be failing all of my tests, quizzes, and final exams. It wasn't until I almost wasn't going to graduate from 9th grade that the Dean of Education recognized a pattern in my participation, which was A's, and my quizzes, which were D's, and suggested that I get tested for a learning difference. After I was tested and diagnosed, instead of feeling ashamed, I felt like I was given a second chance to succeed. Through my struggle with dyslexia, I have developed very important skills, such as determination, will, resilience, and I no longer fear failure. I realize that my dyslexia allows me to think in different, creative, and unique ways. After I was back on my feet and finally doing better in school, I started to think about all the other struggling dyslexics in the world. From there on, I promised myself that I would never let another student ever go through what I did. I started researching different ways to get involved in the dyslexic community. I was the only student on a team that wanted to pass a bill that supports struggling dyslexics. The bill is now a law. I testified before the Arizona Senate Education Committee, got interviewed for a PBS segment, met with Senator Kelly Ward, and had my testimony read at the Arizona House of Representatives meeting. Dyslexia has benefited my life in more ways than I can express. If it wasn't for the support of my family, teachers, and peers, I would not be where I am today. I would encourage all of you to continue what you're doing and helping kids with learning differences, because it makes the biggest difference in the world.